Hello, people of the world. God, today the cough isn't just because I started filming. I just had this cough when I got up. Also, if I'm talking quietly, there's other people asleep in the house. Although I'm not talking that quietly. There's a chance this could be my last. Well, my throat feels weird right now. Why does that always happen when I'm filming? That also might be a consequence because I just woke up 20 minutes ago. And I wanted to get this video over with because I've had this sitting here for like a day and a half-ish. So, this might be my last Lego review. Not ever, but like before the channel becomes not just purely Lego reviews. Because soon I have two things I'm gonna attempt to make. And I might make more. I'm gonna make a Bionicle stop motion series. And devlogs for the video game I'm making. And I just realized the microphone's on the other side of this. Why am I putting my face really close to this one side? That's quite stupid of me. Anyways. Let's get on to this set, I guess. I want to live here. That would be great. I don't get why people live in modern houses when they could live in a house like this. This is so much cooler. That's minifigures. Also, this is the Ideas Medieval Blacksmith. I don't even know if I mentioned that earlier. Minifigure-wise, you have Blacksmith guy. And he has a secondary face. And I'm trying to get his head off so I can show you his main face, but it's not gonna come off. It rotated slightly. Here. No, that's just not gonna work, is it? Okay. Oh. His head would come off. This is some archer lady who, the archer and the blacksmith live here, I think, and these two people came in on a wagon. But yeah, she's very basic. A minifigure, like not any complicated printing or anything. And to the knights, they're both the same except for their head and their shoulder armor and their weapons. Their torso and legs are the same, is essentially what I'm trying to say. So here's one of them. He has a sword and a shield and he does not have another head. Why do my sinuses always get so weird when I wake up and when I film videos? And right now it's both at the same time. Here's the other one. They have like a halberd type thing. They also don't have another head. Cool, and both of them come with helmets. And you get a husky. And then the knights get this wagon. So you have the horse at the front, and then in the wagon there's a sack, and this part moves up and down, and then there's a lantern, wheels. Yeah, and you can take the horse out and put this in it, so that it's just a standard horse. And the horse has legs and a head that can move around. You can also zip like this, and you can stick a person in there so they're riding it. Okay, now we move on to the blacksmith building itself. So, first off, we'll take a look from the outside, and then we'll take off each layer, because each layer comes off. So, we'll start with the front. So, you get windows, door, stairs that lead to the front door. It's like hidden in that inlet. And there's a funky tree here. I quite like this tree. It's quite the interesting tree. There's a target on the back for the archer lady, and while building this tree, I discovered ways of building things I had never thought of before. Because this tree is... Let me take that piece off. You can't see the inside of that, never mind. on camera, it's barely coming up. Essentially, there's two there, one there, one there, and then there's a third up here of, well, yeah. Let me fix that. What the hell? Sometimes it just doesn't want to go on. There we go. Okay. And essentially, it's those, like, I think they're supposed to be camera pieces, but they just use them for, like, ray guns and stuff a lot. And they're, like, a bunch of those held together by, like, lightsaber beams. And by the two wall pieces. So that's quite interesting. I have a little well here. It's nothing basic, just a well in the bucket. But then back here, under the stairs, there's this inlet. Hold on, I need to adjust the camera. Whoa, that's the wrong direction. So, in here, you can see there's the logs, but then there's this inlet under the stairs. I feel like if I put this on display, at some point a spider is just gonna get in there and live in there. Also, actually, here's a more interesting look at the tree. Here, I'll do it from the other side so it's not shadowed as much. And that's what it looks like on the inside. Also, the way they did the leaves on it are pretty cool. Much of the back. Nothing special over here. Although it still looks really good from this side. It's just not as detailed because this isn't the side you're supposed to look at. This one's quite cool. It inlets underneath and like sticks out up above. And then down here you have a bunch of plants growing in the bone for some reason. And this is the second most detailed side. So you have the forge here with bellows. I think those are bellows. And an anvil, some swords, a door to get into the basement. You push on the bellow, boom, the forge lights up. That's pretty spunky. I don't know why that's the word I chose to use to describe it, but that's the word I choose to use to describe it. Okay. Now, we'll go from the top to the bottom. So, the roof. You're probably thinking, oh, well, you can't look inside there. It's just a roof. Well, actually, the roofs this one doesn't do it as easily. I don't think that one's going to do it. That one gets stuck because it's held in by those. Anyways, the roof slides off. And so here's where the stairs would come up into the roof. And then over here there's a candle and a letter and a quill and a chair, and there's a bear rug. I quite like the bear rug. There's also a fireplace back there. There's also a chest with a backpack and a compass. I'm not going to attempt to get that out, so you'll have to take my word for it. And very nice bed. Also, I like how this section of the roof has panels missing. Also, like the mossiness on top. Also, here's the top of the chimney from the forge, and this is just a window. But yeah, now to the next level. Boom. Okay, so here's where the front entrance is, and here's the area that, like, frames the stairs up. Here's the sign over the forge, and outside not too interesting. And coming up where the chimney would be, there's a stove. Can light get in there? There's too much light coming from this way because there's snow outside, so it's reflected all the light in. But here's the stairs lead up to the bedroom I just showed you. Here's, I don't know what that thing is, but it's a thing. Then on the stove, which for some reason the stove just doesn't want to be seen. There's a Can I get my phone for a flashlight? Hold on. Stove. And then you have a carrot over here getting chopped up on the counter with a cleaver and a frying pan behind it. And then on the table, you have 2 chairs, which are really cool because the backs of them are made with 2 axes, or like hatchets. And there's 2 cups of salad, chicken, and at the back there's some candles next to the window. Also, all these windows can open. Yeah, I really like the way the chairs are done with the 2 hatchets to make the back. Okay, now we move on to the last one, the blacksmith section itself. Kind of funny how the set's called the medieval blacksmith, and only this section is a blacksmith, and there's the 2 more buildings and a cart and stuff. But yeah, so here's the tree I showed you all before. There's the place with logs are stored. Here's the stairs. Here's the entrance into the blacksmith area. And so, I'll take these out so they don't fall out. Look in here, and there's quite a lot. There's the back of the forge, which has a light brick under it, which is what does this. And so you can see the back of the forge there. Then there's this pile of, for some reason my hand just got super tired. And there's a pile of coals, a grindstone, and this thing which is full of black ingots. So assuming that's like coal or iron or something. And then a shield, 2 sets of armor, a helmet, a cauldron of the small variety, a frying pan, and the anvil. You have this, like, this is heavy. I don't know why it's so heavy, but it's heavy, so I'm having to switch hands. And the anvil, you have this, like, bolted orange glowing ingot. And on this side, you have a hammer, a shovel, and a broom. And, yeah. My hand was, like, shaking. It's not even that heavy, it was just tiring to hold. Okay, that was weird. That's crooked. Okay. Yeah, so you have that. Wagon, horse, dog, and people. Well, like I said at the beginning, I want to live here, right? So, yeah. Anyways, if you're still watching, if you actually watched to the end of these, comment horse in the comments, because I want to know if people actually watched to the end. Also, for the time lapse coming up, this house had so many small pieces that when I was building it, they kept sticking to my fingers, and like I'd drop them on the floor, and I'd have to get up and like find them on the floor and such. And then also, there's so many times when I couldn't find a piece because they were all so small. So there might be like pauses in the time lapse, either I had to get up to find a piece on the floor, or I just couldn't find the piece. So yeah, that's it for the set. We'll see you guys in another video. That's what I'm planning on making soon. It probably won't be a Lego review, although it might still be. I don't have any other sets to review, those so it probably won't be. Goodbye, and here comes the time lapse. Here. There's the time lapse coming.